Shalom to the elect of Yashala. Gotta give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. And a sincere salutation to all the Ak pushing their truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hope for the elect. Shalom to the Akwar for our listening and learning. I'm Isaiah, coming to another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. And the title of this lesson is Be Not Over Righteous. So, you have brothers that come into the truth and go very deep into the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is a beautiful thing, because the Lord say, study to show thyself approved. So, it's a beautiful thing for brothers to come in the truth and be deep. But you have people in the world that would never know or understand meat scriptures. Okay? They would never understand meat scriptures. They will only understand milk. So, as the elder Malcolm would say in GMS Chicago camp, they just drown them with the milk scriptures, man. Okay, if you heavy in the scriptures, you deep. Okay, that's good, man. Because everything is all good for edification, man. Wisdom not to understand it. But just deal with the milk scriptures, man. Because it's people on the planet, if they wake up to the truth or not, they would not understand the meat of the scriptures, man. They will only understand milk scriptures. So let's just, push the milk, man. The milk is good enough in this truth, man. You don't gotta have meat scriptures, okay? Now, you knowing the meat scriptures, that's one thing. Because we must know the meat scriptures, okay? We must know the meat of the scriptures, man. But to the ones that don't understand the milk, how can you feed them meat? So it's not even important to be, over righteous, man. Then you got other ways of being over righteous. With meats, with the law. Okay, you got brothers that's heavy into the law. Like this one group, IUIC. They always holler about law this and law that. We can't keep all the laws. Okay, there's plenty of ways to prove that you can't keep all the laws. So, why try to be over righteous with the laws? It's plenty of ways, man. Like I was saying about meats, eating a lot of abscess, eating a lot of meats, man. It's not good, Eating a lot of everything is not good, man. Because we in this wicked ass kingdom. But the point is, and there's a scripture on that about overeating meats and over drinking. And everything must be done in moderation. But being overwise, why be overwise, man? It's no use to be overwise. Okay? It's no use to be overwise. What is that going to get you, man? Nothing. You're going to be deep, breakdowns and scriptures, but that don't get you to the kingdom faster than a man that just know simple milk scriptures and a few meat scriptures. A man that know all meat scriptures ain't going to get you to the kingdom faster than a brother that just know milk scriptures. You ain't going to move no faster, man. So, why deal with meat when the milk is what we need to be feeding the Akim, okay? The ones that haven't woke up to the truth yet. They ain't concerned about no meat. They want about milk scriptures. So let's just, like Malcolm, the elder Malcolm will say, let's just give them with the milk, man. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 12. I'm going to start at verse 3. And it reads, For I say through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think. So why think of yourself more highly than you ought to think, man? Okay? This is the Apostle Paul saying this, man. First Corinthians, this is Romans chapter 12, verse 3. For I say through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahweh Bashim Hamushai have dealt to every man the measure of faith. Okay? To every man the measure of faith. For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office. Okay? For we being many are one body in Hamashiach, and every one member one of another, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us. Okay, it say, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given unto us, that is given to us. Rather prophesy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith. Or ministry, let us wait on our ministering, or he that teacheth on teaching, or he that exalteth on exhortation. He that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. Let him do it with simplicity, man. He that ruleth with diligence, he that showeth mercy with cheerfulness. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. Say, rejoicing in hope, patience in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer, distributing to the necessity of saints, which is Israelites, giving to hospitality, bless them which prosecute you, bless and curse not. They say, rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep. Be of the same mind, one towards another, mind not high things. They say, mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits, man. Be not wise in your own conceits, man. Okay? So, when you in this truth, man, every brother, aids another brother, man, in whatever. Okay? You know highways and byways, man, the rock is being passed back and forth. But because this brother know more than me, he shouldn't be making himself seem like he's some, giant, man, in the truth. He heavy in the scriptures. What is that going to profit you, man? Nothing. It shows that you study a lot, that you deep. That's good, man. There's no problem with that. It's no problem with that. That's good. You should study a lot. You should be deep. But when it comes to showing off, man, that's a waste of time. Why do that? Why do that, man? This is about bringing the truth out, helping other brothers build their faith, man. And when you're in the highways and byways, this is about bringing the middle scriptures out, letting out people know that they are the Hebrew Israelites, and return to the Lord, man. Okay? Being super deep doesn't really matter, man. Like I say, it's good. It's always good, man, to know all things, to be heavy, to be well-rounded, if I could say, to be well-rounded, man, in the truth. Okay? Heavy in the scriptures. There's nothing wrong with that. But most of the people on this planet Earth don't understand meat of the scriptures, man. They only understand milk. So, what we do is drown them with the milk, man. Okay? drowning with the milk. Read this last verse again. This is Romans 12 and 16. It said, be of the same mind one towards another. Mind not high things. The Lord say, mind not high things, man. But condescend to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits, man. Okay? Now let's go to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 3. And we'll start at verse 21. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. But what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret. So what about the things that we can't figure out, man? Okay? What about it? Be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand. Listen, man. It said, read this again. It said, be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand, man. So while we going all deep and heavy with the meat of the scriptures, it's men that don't even understand the milk, man. So why go deep? It's a waste of time, man. Now, like I say, yeah, we should be on point. We're around it in the scriptures, man. We're around it to link history with the scriptures, to understand all the wisdom, not to understand it. Okay? We're supposed to be heavy in that, man. But it's just some things that men don't understand, man. And why try to search out the things that we can't understand? The Lord says simply, man. Again, this is Sirach 3 and 22. But what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret. So it's just some things that's in secret that we'll figure out when we get to the kingdom, man. Why worry about it right now? Okay? You got these brothers always going to the law, like IUIC, about fringes all the time, man. That ain't gonna get you to the kingdom, man. Okay? So, it's some things in secret, man, that is not meant for us to figure out. Now, you got some brothers that go in and search and search and search and search and search and search. But it's people in the streets, man, that don't understand meat, man. They don't understand milk scriptures. So verse 23, be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand. So some men ain't gonna understand what you want, man. Some men ain't gonna get it. Okay? Even if you know it, it's just some men ain't gonna get it, man. So just deal with the milk. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment. Without eyes thou shalt want light. Profess not the knowledge, therefore, that thou hast not. That's trying to go too deep, man. Trying to be too deep. Why go too deep, man, when everybody ain't gonna be on that level, man? And it takes time to build brothers up on that type of level, man. So while that's taking time building up on that type of level, the prophecy is playing out, man. Okay, people don't even understand the prophecies, man. What's about to come, man? What's happening now? They don't understand that, but brothers want to go and be too deep, man. And there's nothing wrong with being deep. Nothing wrong with that, man. Like I said, we supposed to be well-rounded in all things when it comes to this truth, man. But it's just people out there that don't understand that. Okay? You just got people that don't understand meat scriptures, man. So when we got there in the highways and byways, let's just deal with the milk. Okay? Now we had a brother came up the other week, and he asked about the 7-head and 10-horn beast, man. Now, to a brother that's well-rounded and understand, that's a meat scripture. Once you go into it, now understand that now. Once you go into Daniel and have the proper breakdown, that's a milk verse, man. But me just coming to the truth, that was me. I didn't understand that. But now me understanding Daniel's, okay, in Revelation about the beast, about the diverse beasts, man. Now I understand that's just a milk scripture. But to somebody that come up to the camp, that's meat, man. Okay? And the brother actually thought that was a beast for real, man. Okay? The brother actually thought that was a beast. That 7 head and 10 horn was a big red beast, man. A big dragon for real, man. With 7 heads. Salaki. With 7 heads, man. The brother actually thought that was a beast, man. So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 16. And it reads, "Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldst thou destroy thyself?" And why be like that, man? Why be over righteous and over wise? And people bug out all the time, man. And they ain't even talking about the truth, man. Just having a lot of knowledge about life, man. Okay? Philosophies and psychologies and all these different other ologies, man. You have people that bug out over things like that. They bug out, man. Okay? So this truth, man, even Solomon, this is Solomon saying this, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 16. "Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldst thou destroy thyself? Be not over much wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldst thou die before thy time?" So the Lord say, you can't be over righteous, man, and you can't be over wicked. You got to stay balanced, man. That's why I tell you in Proverbs chapter 11, the Lord is about balance, man. Okay? Verse 18, "It is good that thou shouldest take hold of this saying." What Solomon said, he said, "Good that thou take hold of this. Yea, also from this, withdraw not thine hand, for he that feareth Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua shall come forth of them all. Wisdom strengtheneth the wise more than 10 mighty men which are in a city. For there is not a just man upon earth that doeth good and sinneth not." So listen, man. Trying to be too deep, man. It ain't gonna profit you nothing, man. And this is Solomon saying this. Okay, so verse 23 say, "All this have I proved by wisdom. I said I would be wise, but it was far from me." Okay? Because even Solomon went off, man. Okay? He was building temples to them 300 concubines a year, man. So, hey, he was so wise, man, till he went off, man. Again, verse 23, Ecclesiastes 7:23. It said, "All this have I proved by wisdom. I said, I will be wise, but it was far from me. That which is far off and exceedingly deep, who can find it out, man?" Okay? Solomon said 25, "I applied my heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness." And listen, this how deep Solomon was, man, that it was so simple. This is what he said. "And I found more bitter than death the woman." Out of all this wisdom and understanding that Solomon had, that he searched out daily, constantly, he said, out of all this, "And I find more bitter than death the woman," man. Okay. Hey, he said, "Whose heart is snares and nets." Meaning snares and nets meaning traps, man. It will trap you up. "And her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth God, whoso pleaseth Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her." And that's why a lot of men get caught up with these women, man. They get caught up, man. Okay. So Solomon say, out of all the wisdom that he sought, man, he said he found more bitter than death the woman, man. And this is what he ended up saying. He said, behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. And he had over 1,000 women, man. So he said he found none, not one. He said, lo, this only have I found, that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua have made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 1. Who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. Now, of course, your wisdom and knowledge and understanding are going to make your face to shine, man. But Solomon said, being over deep, man, will get you nothing. Now, Solomon said, being all that deep, he said he sought out everything, man. He sought out everything, man. And the main thing that he found was that he found more bitter than death the woman, man. Okay? So why be over righteous, man? Because Solomon women made the 300 concubine made him go off. So all that wisdom that he had, a woman made him go off, man. The point is, be not over righteous, man. Be not over wicked. It ain't gonna profit you, man. Okay? Hey, that story about the men, the laborers that were hired, man. Everybody got a penny, man. Okay? So you came in the truth and you super deep. And the one that come in 5, 10, 20 years after you, hey, Lord willing, he get delivered, man. They all gonna get the same reward, man, which is the kingdom of heaven. Now you got the ones that's laboring for the crown, which is 144,000. Then you gonna have the rest of the ones that's just gonna be saved. There is levels to it. Okay, it's levels. But overall, man, everybody gets salvation. Now, going back to the level thing, the 144, which is all men, the elect, separated from the 1/3, that is a level. Okay, that's a big level. Because the 144 will be rulers in the kingdom of Yahushua. But the whole point is be not overwise, man. Okay? Because when you're trying to show out another brother, man, or you trying to, because a lot of ones that do that, man, they wind up trying to show off to other brothers how deep they is, man. When that don't even matter, man. It doesn't matter how deep you is. Only thing matters is you know your knowledge. Because, like I say, study to show thyself approved. And much study we must do, man. And like the scripture in Ecclesiastes 12, okay, it says much study is a weariness of the flesh, or making of many books. But I ain't talking about making of many books when I'm speaking about this. I'm saying much study is a weariness of the flesh, man. Okay? But the whole point is studying, man. You're supposed to study. You're supposed to be well-rounded in this truth, man. But being deep to another brother, man, okay? Why do that? Because when you go out there in the highways and byways, it's like you be talking jibber-jabber to a person that don't know nothing, man. You be talking to them like if you was a baby, okay? And they was a grown person. You being super deep, and you go out to the highways and byways, and you trying to go through some meat scriptures with a person out there that don't know nothing, you'll be talking in baby form to them, man. They don't understand what you're saying. Because you got to do what first? You got to break down the milk scriptures with them first. Half of the people on the planet ain't even getting past the milk scriptures, man. They ain't even accepting the milk scriptures, but we trying to go in too deep on the meat, man. This is Proverbs 25 and 16. And it reads, hast thou found honey eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomit it. Listen, man. Yeah, you know, honey good, man. And the Lord, hey, the honey, this honey here is talking about these scriptures, man. Again, hast thou found honey, eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomit it. So if you're trying to be over deep, man, hey, the Lord will make you vomit it up, man. Okay? He told Ezekiel, eat this roll and it should be in thy mouth sweetness for honey. And sweetness like for honey, man. Okay? So, had thou found honey, eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomit it. So why be over deep, man? That's what this scripture's saying. Eat enough. Now, hey, that also going to study show yourself approved. Over time, when you do a lot of study, you're going to be deep. Over time, you're going to be deep. Okay? That's point blank, period. But still, the one that in the highways and byways, they don't know how to be deep, man. They're looking for milk scriptures. So why? And Paul said, man, hey, in the scripture, Paul, I read to you in 1 Corinthians 12, man. So what about trying to be too deep, man? Keep it simple. He said, keep it simple, man. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 23. And it reads, it said, all things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not. Okay, I'm read it again. All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not, man. So trying to be too deep, man, and you ain't gonna edify everybody trying to be too deep, man. Everything ain't good because you super deep. Everything ain't gonna get edified because you deep, man. Everybody won't get everybody. Salakia. Everybody will not get edified because you're being deep. So I'm gonna look at the word expedient real quick. Because being super deep, man, that is not going to get you in the kingdom, man. Because one brother can be super deep, and one brother can just deal with milk, man. And Lord willing, they both can get salvation, man. It don't make no difference. Hey, and if both of them doing the work, that's another thing. If both of them doing the work and trying to be part of the 144, and the Lord grant them and bless them and get them salvation, they both can get a crown, man. So what difference does it make? It's 1 Corinthians 10 and 23. Now it's good. If a brother deep, man, it's good, hey, to show that, hey, to trickle that down to the other brothers, man. For sure. Every time, man. But then you got brothers that want to be too deep and show themselves like they better than you because they know more than you. So this is 1 Corinthians 10 to 20, 1 Corinthians 10 to 23. I'm going to look up the word expedient. The word expedient
Strong's G 4851.
Sumfero. It's a be expedient, profit, be profitable, bring together, be better, be good. Say to bear or bring together, or at the same time to carry with others. to collect or contribute in order to help to be profitable, be expedient. So, be profitable, okay? So again, 1 Corinthians 10:23, all things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are not profitable, man. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not, man. So it don't listen, man. Being deep don't make no difference, okay? Now let's go to Isaiah 64:6. This is Isaiah chapter 64, verse 6, and it reads, but we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags, and we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquity, like the wind, have taken us away. So all our righteousness is like filthy rags, man. So what's the use of trying to be super deep, man? Okay? And Lord willing, if the man that's super deep gets salvation, and the man that's just deal with milk scripture gets salvation, and being of the elect, they both gonna get a crown, man. So what difference does it make, man? Now to edify the other occupant in your account, beautiful. That's good, man. But trying to be high-minded, and then when you get to, like I said, you get in the highways and byways, you're going to be talking to a person that don't know nothing, like a baby, man. And they don't understand nothing you saying, man. This is, now read that. Ecclesiastes chapter 37 and 19, and it reads, there is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself. Ecclesiastes 37:19. There is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself. So you can teach many, man. Okay? You can teach many, man. But you just might be unprofitable to yourself. And Paul just said everything is lawful for me, but everything ain't expedient, man. Okay? Everything do not edify, man. So why try to be over deep, man? Super deep. Now, this precept I'm finna read, it had me thinking a lot about myself, because I'm thinking like I'm supposed to be like not dealing with just family members. Okay, this is me on family members. You know, my situation. I don't want to deal with them, man. No Thanksgiving, none of these pagan holidays, okay? Not even just to go for a Sunday dinner, man. I don't even want to deal with it, period. But as I understand what this scripture said, what Paul said in 1 Corinthians 10:27, you know, it kind of had me throw it off. But this is me trying to be over righteous, like 2 Corinthians 6:14 say, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Okay? So that was me being over deep, over righteous. This is me showing my example of myself. So this is 1 Corinthians 10:27. And it reads, if any of them that believe not bid you to a feast, it says, listen, man, this is cold, man, okay? And this threw me for a loop, for real. Listen, man, my people tried to get me to come and eat. I don't even want to be around them, man. That's just me, though. I don't even want to be around them, man. Period. 2 Corinthians 6:14 say, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. So I don't want to be around them, man. And this is point blank, period. So I'm going to read this. 1 Corinthians 10:27, and it reads, if any of them that believe not bid you to a feast, and ye be disposed, and you be disposed to go, whatsoever is set before you, eat, asking no questions for conscience sake. Hey, well, if this lawful and they put it in front of you, eat it, man. But Paul say, hey, this is beautiful, man. Paul said, if any of them that believe not bid you to a feast, and ye be disposed to go, whatsoever is set before you, eat, asking no question for conscience sake. So, hey, man, don't even get into no scriptures or you trying to get them to get understanding because that's your family. They want to deal with you and they want you to come to a feast. Hey, Paul say go, even though I'm still ain't going. Okay, but just to understand that, just the concept, man, of me going to somebody's house on Thanksgiving, knowing it's a pagan holiday when they slaughtered our brothers, man, our native brothers, man, and I'm gonna take a plate of that. No, man, I ain't doing it, man. But Paul said, hey, eat, man. Okay? You don't got to get into the scriptures. You don't got to tell them they're wicked. You don't got to do none of that. Just eat because, hey, you're hungry. You got to eat. So go eat, man. Eat your meal and leave. Okay? That's how it is, man. But that was me. Just an example on me being over righteous in my eyes. Trying to be over righteous, and I ain't that deep, man. But being over righteous, just to say, oh, man, I ain't going around these demons, man. For nothing. But Paul said, hey, man, go get them groceries, man. Okay? You got to eat. So it is what it is. But going back in Romans chapter 12 and verse 3, for I say through the grace given unto me to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua has dealt to every man the measure of faith, man. So we all got a measure, man. We all have our measure, man, that the Lord has given us. So why be highly minded over that, man? Because you'll destroy yourself. Verse 16, be of the same mind one towards another, mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate, be not wise in your own conceits, man. Okay? Hey, be not over righteous, man. The honey that was given to you, man, eat that honey, man. Digest that honey and deal with that, man. Now, we're going to be deep over time. Everybody's going to go deeper and deeper and deeper in the scriptures. Okay? From the meat to the milk, from the meat to the milk, from the milk to the meat. Back and forth. But that don't mean you're supposed to go out there in highways and byways and try to be deep with everybody. Now, everybody got common sense. We know we got to start with the meat scriptures. It's about to come up, you dealing with them. But after a while, in this truth, man, some people, the meat, go to the head, man. And now they going way out, doing all this extra, man. Trying to be super deep, man. Like my brother always say, pseudo deep, man. Okay? Why be like that, man? It ain't going to profit you nothing because the labors of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua can get the same penny, man. Don't get the same crown, Lord's willing. So why try to be too deep, man? To understand this truth, be not over wise, be not over righteous, man. And be not over wicked. Because even Solomon say, listen, man, they don't get you nothing, man. It's all vanity and vexation of spirit. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that real quick. I think it was in 8th chapter. Oh, let me read this. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 8. There is no man that have power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither have he power in the day of death, and there is no discharge in that war. Neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. All this have I seen and applied my heart unto every work that is done under the sun. There is a time therein one man ruleth over another to his own heart. And also I saw the wicked buried, who have come and gone from this place of the holy, and they were forgotten in the city where they had so done. This is also vanity, because sentence against an evil work is executed speedily, is not executed speedily. Therefore the heart of sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. This whole chapter is beautiful, man. But the point I was looking for, then I beheld all the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 17. That a man cannot find out the work that is done under the sun. Let me read that again. Ecclesiastes 8 and 17. Then I beheld all the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that a man cannot find out the work that is done under the sun, because though a man labor to seek it out, yet he shall not find it. Yet further, it says, yet further, though a wise man think to know it, yet shall he not be able to find it. Come on, man. So you ain't gonna find out everything, man. I was looking for the verse when it said this is all vanity and vexation of spirit. But I did read the one when he said that this is all vanity. Yeah. Listen, man. Again, man. I'm going to close with this. Ecclesiastes 8 and 17. Then I beheld all the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that a man cannot find out the work that is done under the sun. Because though a man labor to seek it out, yet he shall not find it. Yea, further, though a wise man thinketh to know it, yet shall he not be able to find it. Because what did it say in the Apocrypha, man? Read this again. Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 22. But what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret, man. Okay? It's just some things in secret that you will not find out, man. So with that, I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rekah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who will well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the ark and pushing this truth about the four winds of the earth, waking up the hope for the elect. Shalom to the Awwa for listening and learning. Shalom.